break or throw it away. Every moment's one more chance to stand up or get in the way. So when I go, I want the world to know I won't bend, break or throw it away. Every moment's one more chance to stand up or get in the way. So when I go, I want the world to know I was alive. I was alive. I want the world to know I was alive. I was alive. I want the world to know.
Hello YouTube and welcome to Mosport here in Canada, site to race number 8 of the Reebok Truck Series season number 4. Join me in the booth like he has for much of the season, Stephen Paul III.
I'm back across the border again.
I'm pretty sure we just spent the week up here. Granted, different.
This is true.
I heard you did good in the casino though too, so. A lot better than I did.
missed the Eastern time. I missed the Eastern time coast. That's why.
So front row today, Steve Pollard looking for his second win this season and also looking for his second win. RJ Reynolds, the Watkins Glen winner. Jessica Shelton and Kev Shearer, row 2. Shearer trying to make it 2 wins in 2 race weekends, but in 2 different series. Kyle Matthews and Faith Rollins make up row number 3. Alex Perkle, Max Anderson, row 4. And Joshua Hyatt, the 2-time race winner this season, will start alongside Amanda Shelley in row number 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand it over to Stephen.
My pick to win is going to be Amy Shelley in the 7 car with the 88 Irving failing the technical inspection.
That's Amanda.
It's already a bad start. Amanda Shelley in the 7. I picked her to win to get back into the points lead. And I look for surprises in the middle of the pack during pit stops to move up. Maybe Card Pollard, Flickinger, or Shelley or Osborne move their way up to the front of the field. But I expect a lot more better races in the airport.
Drivers, start your engines.
Command has been given. Worth noting that John Irvin, the points leader, will be starting from 42nd on the grid. Did not even set a qualifying lap. Points as they come in here. John Irvin, the points leader, by 4 points over Amanda Shelley. Elijah Gilbert is 10 points back in 3rd. Chris Livier, 39, back in 4th. Cole Deaver, 51, back in 5th. Dylan Young, Preston Plord, Joshua Hyatt, Kev Shearer, and Max Anderson, the rest of the top 10, separated by just 105 points. Delon Abrahamian, Tom Shelley, Seth Cole, James Qualls could all leave here as the points leader, down all the way back to 14th in the points.
Luke was starting 4th good.
Space truck pulls off, field under control, the number 09 Toyota for TRD Racing, and we are green.
Now there's going to be a lot of tricky spots. This is the first tricky spot of the track going into this corner.
That and also actually the second corner here usually.
And it's just a test for the rookies to see how much speed they can hit. Sometimes they run right there off the track.
Yep, and they ran so far wide in past years that they had to pave that entire section there. As right now the battle is for 3rd. Shelton trying to lean on that 00 there.
And it costs us a lot of damn money. But anyways, this is the next tricky corner.
Yep, coming up the hill here to turn 5. This is where drivers will run wide, and this is where we're going to see a lot of passes this race.
This is where the race is going to be won or lost. Into that dirt right there, just like Jessica. And that's going to lead to the 52 up there to make the pass.
Yep, Kyle Matthews to 3rd. Dead last in the points coming in, and he's now running 3rd. Needs a good race here.
Now, I'd watch this spot for Rex coming up here because if the driver gets hooked, they spin, and it's a huge mess.
Yep. Doesn't look like the top 2 going to be able to showcase your point there.
And you're going into this car, if you get turned here, you hit the wall and go into the tire barrier off the side there.
I was looking for Faith Rollins to maybe be one of the candidates there. So we do run caution free again for road courses. We'll try and remember to showcase the wrecks at the end, as we have completed 1 green flag lap so far.
And remember, right there.
Well, we've had our problem. Delon Abrahamian, Sabrina Rogers also in trouble. Johnny Gardner, Chris Wilson damaged, and it looks like Wilson. Whoa, Osborne!
I guess he's really on the crazy train.
So John Irvin up to 39th now after just one lap, so can only go up from here. He's definitely not going to finish last as Johnny Gardner now gets back on track.
We have realistic damage, Charles?
Yes.
Yeah, realistic damage. The tire is going to be very unforgiving. And right there, the 09 got in the turn that allows Steve Paul to get to the bumper.
Yep, and actually he's going to try and make the move here as Kev Shearer now goes for the spot there on Max Anderson. That's about for 4th. He's actually going to make the move there as 00. Nothing quite going there for Steve Pollard, though. Looks like RJ Reynolds will lead lap number 2 as well.
Me and
Oh!
That guy said,
Oh, boy!
Oh my God.
And
Cool air, man.
Shelton going to have to go to pit lane there. Not what she was wanting to do, but just didn't have any other choice.
How would we talk about that air by the 7 truck, man? What a hell.
Yikes. Yeah. We're actually going to take a break here real quick. Sorry. And we're back. Haven't missed a thing. Chris Wilson, Sabrina Rogers have already retired now from their incidents. And right now, RJ Reynolds just commanding this field right now. Kind of a shocker, actually, to me.
And like I said, oh, sorry, go ahead, Charles. Oh, Steve Pollard off in the dirt.
That's what I was actually going to mention there. You were going to say?
I said me and Charles have a storied rivalry here at the Canadian Motorsport track.
Sky Commons, the SRT Motorsport 77, was able to make a move there on that is Bafode Sacco in the 31. Joshua Hyatt in the 11 that he's trying to pass. Problem is the draft actually playing a key factor there.
This might not end up well.
This may not, no. No, actually it ended up just fine.
Amazingly. Kyle Matthews is the first time he's done anything all season.
Yeah, he hasn't actually. He is dead last in the points.
I mean, he has one top 5.
Dylan Young with massive damage there as hello.
Well, there goes card Pollard. I'm gonna have to go pull up my cards. Where's Kenny Rogers?
I love that we were able to get that on footage. We were able to just go back right at the time where that happened.
Well, the 18 almost got turned by Randolph.
Yeah, he did. I don't quite know what happened there, but they were definitely not on the normal racing line.
I think he sponsors the other thing of Wabba. I guess Randolph's a Sheets fan, as you can tell the joke by if you look at the back bumper.
Yeah, we already had one race sponsored by that. We have another 2 races sponsored by Wawa versus Sheets. So
I don't get the argument, but I go to 7-Eleven, so screw you, Uncle.
Elijah Gilbert back here in the 18th position, just grabbed 17th away from Jack James. That was easy.
Where's Staples then?
Yeah, I know. We need to pick up some sort of staple sponsorship at some point. Bafode Sacco, Joshua Hyatt now battling. This in the top 10.
Very interesting. Side by side is death to this corner.
Ooh, a little bit of contact there between the 11 and 31.
Now the 11 won 2 races, if I'm not mistaken, so he's having a pretty good
well,
season so
and
far.
Kyle's returning to form.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're just throwing Kyle under the bus here.
Oh, Kyle even gets in on the joke with this series.
Well, when we were watching the field, the 09 rounds be able to gap the 57 to Pollard right there by 2 seconds now.
3-second lead. As Card Pollard is already retired, and so that's a free spot for Jessica Shelton there, who had the unfortunate pit stop.
Well, I folded my cards right there.
Good battle here between Sky Commons and Joshua Hyatt, though. SRT Motorsports versus the Red Horse Racing number 11. Commons going to try and stick the nose in there. Oh, wow.
It's going to be really hard. Oh, off the track, the 11 got scared. The rookie
well, I think he got a little bit of help there, too, because Sky Commons was all over that back bumper going into that corner.
And coming down here now, it's pretty interesting to watch the side-by-side battles because usually it leads to a not all the time, but...
Well, Perkle and Anderson here. This is the Daytona winner there, and then a multiple-time winner last season with Alex Perkle.
Whoa!
You get nervous every single time.
Yeah, it gets caught.
Oh, and Max Anderson's in the wall.
And he collects somebody.
I believe that was Faith Rollins, who has glitched through the pit lane.
What are we having here? Magical cars through pit lane?
Apparently, as
That's a
Zorline
30-second
and
penalty.
others are just way wide. This is not going to end well for people.
Whoa! Jesus!
Hello. Well, now I think we
Jesus.
figured out what happened to Osborne on lap 1. Or lap
I
2.
think Jesus is the wheel right there.
Like I said, I think we now know what happened to Joshua Osborne on lap 2. He was out there wide for some reason.
Look at Max Anderson with half right side torn off the truck. He's still up there battling.
Well, I think that's just premature right now. He's going to start free-falling through this field, though.
I didn't know Tom Petty was in the race.
Well, and now he's getting sent up to the grass, so...
Oh, God. Paulo just fell. Look out. Whoa.
He's trying to, at least.
And
And-
now this is going to be interesting down here with the damaged truck.
Well, yeah, this is where that damage is going to really... Okay, yeah, you can see the damage affect how much it's going to affect him, because that truck is way off the pace on the straightaways.
Oh, no. This isn't going to end well, maybe.
This is not going to end well. It's just a matter of who.
And
Hello.
no, it didn't.
Cole Deaver and William Brock into the wall.
And Binky survived.
Somehow. Although,
There's
really slow.
There's the 88.
Hello, what the?
Well, you know what, Charles? This is the point of the video where we're like, what the hell?
What happened?
Charles, what is going on with you? I think we're going to have to do a drug test on Charles' series.
I'm not even quite sure what happened there. We need to remember... Okay, make sure I don't go off of this without, like, actually checking what happened with these wrecks. As Faith Rollins goes a lap down to RJ Reynolds now.
I have never seen cars crash on the track and then crash on pit road, blown engines.
I can't believe that happened.
I think somebody's on the OIS next week, and that's the 3 and the 18.
You know who's loving all this chaos, though? As I was trying to combine a different word there. You want to know who's loving all the chaos?
The 88 car.
84. 84,
Oh, yeah.
who's now gaining spots out of all this.
Now, Kev's still in third. Kev is doing well, actually. As
This
everybody
is actually
comes
the
to
best
point.
battle on track right here. It's going to be between Almarego and Hyatt.
Hyatt.
I'm saying Hyatt.
Yeah, I know.
Hyatt. Yeah.
Whoa. All right. Well, that's it. Well, the 42. Man, didn't we just see the one truck wreck? Oh, wait. My bad.
Yeah. We saw the one truck wreck. As Steve Pollard he's gonna have to try and pass Kev Shearer's good friend Faith Rollins here. We'll have to see if Faith tries to throw a block for her buddy here.
I smell some conspiracy in the field. Get out of the way. Nope.
No, they're both gonna go wide, and so will Kyle.
Well, we decided to put lawnmowers on the front of our trucks.
Can't move anyone either.
No, we are not paying Mosport, the company, to fix the grass either.
Oh, your tides have turned now on after seeing this one on the grass not being here.
Yes. Well, we have a lot of gravel, so this is not going to end well for us.
I don't think that's going to end well for someone. It's a matter of who.
Well, this is the famous corner where Charles took me out in the Sony Cup Series, but we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, that was back here, though.
Yeah, that cost me my championship. And remember, I was running that same truck.
Well, it was the 57. It wasn't that exact same scheme.
Yes, we were doing 300 miles per hour Coca-Cola. We need to get that I&I in this truck series.
No. So, Steve Pollard, Kev Shearer have cleared the 87. Now Kyle Matthews having to try and clear. As Kyle's looking for his first top 5 in over a season. Let me see. Trying to look back. Did he get one the season prior?
Charles.
Okay, he has one. He literally has one career top 5 finish, and it came back in season 2.
He only has one top 10 this year. Oh, I'm missing out on that.
Yeah, that's 3D and Neffs there next to the name.
How bad is Zach Zachary has 2 top 5s, and he's still like 30s to the points. Oh no.
Oh boy, here we go. Kev Shearer, Steve Pollard battle for second on the racetrack.
Oh,
Contact.
Jesus.
And is the 57 going to go wide? He does.
At least we didn't wreck.
Didn't wreck though. Kyle Matthews now going to grab third out of that.
Well, Kev is now going. It looks like Kev might be the road course master.
Well, it's certain. Well, I would say RJ Reynolds in terms of this series. He's looking to go 2 for 2 on the road courses this season.
It looks like we've actually. We need to get. We should put this I&I for what is it? The airport.
I don't know if it translates as well though. That's the problem.
That's true. The corners are very different, but it makes for better racing because the room for error is very low.
Mm. Well, we heard that they're going to try and make one of the lines a little bit grippier next year for Edmonton, so.
I wonder if we meet the Oilers there.
Maybe. Meanwhile, hello.
That somehow worked, man. The 66 cut up some slack.
Tom Shelley, though, is going to try and make the best move out of that, as Bafode Sacco also trying to get a spot here from the 83.
I'm just glad Fusato's not in the Cup Series. That was a hard name to pronounce.
And Sacco will clear Perkle there, move him up to the 5th position now.
I think there might be a wreck in them.
Nope. No extra wrecks right now that I can tell. Trevor Germain with damage.
Binky up there.
And Jack James as Zach Flickinger and hello.
Oh, like I predicted.
As there are pit stops starting as well. Trevor Germain has been turned. So that's a thing.
I can't believe somebody actually picked that truck.
To be fair, that was actually my driver, and that was mainly picked just so that that number actually would finally have been picked for this for the roster.
Well, you know what? I'm already in the doghouse, so let's just keep letting me bother it.
So, I mean, it wasn't that anyone actually picked it willingly. I just picked it just voluntarily, just so it actually finally got used once.
Yes, because the old says that was actually a start park truck at Daytona.
So let's see, do the leaders pit this time by? RJ Reynolds will not. Maybe it's just a fluke that people pit. I don't know. There were definitely people that were on pit lane. Well, maybe it wasn't because Alex Perkle now will pit on lap 12, first of the leaders.
Oh, pit strategy is going to be huge. You want to be off sequence because new tires in one lap can gain you a lot of time.
Well, one would hope at least, as a lot of drivers there towards the back half, the top 20 kind of pit. John Irvin going to try the opposite way. A lot of the people around him pit. He's going to try and stay out and get the overcut. As high.
Well, I guess Bill Davis supplies my engine this week.
Well, no, because you actually started.
This is true, but you know what? I'm always blowing up.
I'm going to laugh if the 06 runs into you.
Oh, God, this is not
Oh, this is going to be fun. The 06 passing you on the grass.
Well, you know what?
And that was for position, too.
No, we got to get him back. Oh, we're in the grass, too. We're all in the grass. We're all in the dirt. Oh, we're back on track.
Worst commentary for a battle ever.
Wait, did you say worst or best?
I said worst. Okay,
No,
RJ Reynolds, will he pit this time around? Yes, he will, so I believe that the rest of the leaders will pit here on lap 12.
Wait, he's going to run into the lap traffic.
Yep, looks like that is definitely the case, so we'll watch the 09's pit stop here and see what happens. Gap was down to 2.6 seconds, though.
He had a big enough gap if he makes a mistake.
There's Faith Rollins. That's just to get back on the lead lap, because remember the 87 already made a pit stop. Randolph's on the tail end of the lead lap, so that's not really a matter there.
Who tries 2 tires?
No one. Kev's going to be a lot closer on this pit exit. Way closer.
He's there. Make it move.
He's peeking. These are teammates, by the way. Worth mentioning. These are TRD Racing teammates. These are teammates at the Toyota factory team. RJ Reynolds with a win already this season. Kev Shearer just happens to be higher in points.
Do we get free rounds if Kev wins?
No.
Damn it.
So now is going to be the question, where do they shape up after the pit stops? Who's going to be where? Reynolds going to hit the grass.
It'll be interesting. Kev capitalized. Yes, he's going to try it.
He's going to try it. Same horsepower plants here. I'm pretty sure actually the exact same ratings, even down to the driver ratings. Not able to. RJ Reynolds going to hang on to the lead.
Could always turn him.
Like I said, these are teammates and buddies.
I was trying to make a comparison here, but I'm drawing a blank.
So let's see, as they cross the line, RJ Reynolds still is your leader. Second is Kev Shearer. Third, Steve Pollard. Fourth, Kyle Matthews. Fifth to Alex Perkle after the pit stops. Sky Commons, sixth. Bafode Sacco in seventh. Vince Almarego, eighth. Alger Baranowskis, ninth. Sam Young in 10th. Now that will be Joshua Hyatt, 10th. Sam Young, 11th. Tom Shelley, 12th. Seth Cole, 13th. Preston Plord in 14th. Alexander Rowe, 15th. Samed Ozkan. John Irvin, Elijah Gilbert, Zachary Fitzwater. James Qualls, the top 20. Binky Louvier. Okay, that's a lot truck. Joshua Osborne, Zach Flickinger, Dylan Young, Johnny Gardner, Delon Ebrahimian. And then Jessica Shelton's on pit lane. Faith Rollins, Tim Randolph, the lead lap trucks, as looks like Kev Shearer went wide.
Is Sheila in this race?
No. As I see Tom Shelley making a move back here, so too is Preston Plord. But it's the two Toyotas that are pushing each other, trying to get back by the 97. Or never mind. Hyatt actually makes a move. Whoa!
Oh, it's going to make it. They're going to make it.
A little bit of rubbing there between the 6 and the 22.
Well, it is the Mike Skeen truck.
Oh!
Very nice. This might be last in the Hooters points, but he still can drive.
It's actually 15th in Reebok Truck Series points. Lengthy pit stop there for the 84. Might have run into some more problems on track. As Binky Louvier is in the top 20.
Well, I think the 84 is going to need a Coke Vanilla bottle.
So we'll have to take a look at that when we get a chance. Most likely just after the race. And now Reynolds going to have it free and easy basically, as looks like even Kev Shearer going to be able to take whatever line he wants. Sky Common's going to go wide.
I think Reynolds is going to hit a lap truck. I'm not sure.
Well, he probably will. Bafode Sacco also went wide, but no one really all that close to either the 31 or the 77. The next lap truck would be the 68 of Tim Randolph.
Where's the 06? I wonder if they're going to catch him. Nope.
He is way off the pace, though.
I would kind of figure the hood and the whole. I could see the wheels turning.
The good news for him, the turns, he's probably still up to pace. That's about the only good news. As RJ Reynolds right now with a 2.2 second lead. Looking for what our best battle on track is going to be. Looks like it would be between the 66 and the 97 here. The Ford factory team finally showing some muscle here. After all, their two trucks, the two Ford factory teams that are running in this one, or in this series, they are 32nd and 40th in the points.
Now, what's going to hurt RJ, looking at the points, he's all his good finishes, he's got top 5, no top 10s this year. So whenever he's not running in the top 5, he crashes or has a bad run, so he's got to get more consistent.
Yeah, that's one thing. Worth mentioning, though, if he can hang on to this, may not have to, just may have to stay in top 30 in points, because 2 wins probably going to be fairly safe for the wild card. Because this would be his 2nd win of the season if the results do hold here. As looking like we're actually getting somewhat calmer now. Because not nearly as widespread here.
Well, after seeing the 18-3 wreck in pit lane, I think everybody decided.
Well, hello.
Where's the diaper? Oh, God.
Oh, jeez. Joshua Osborne has not been too keen on certain things today.
I'm just waiting for Binky to run the Cup Series.
That is up to Chris Louvier. I'm hoping he doesn't.
Louvier, if you're watching, put him in like the 05 next season.
Why? So the driver rating can be also like 0 to 80?
Oh my God.
You'd have the vehicle for the reliability would be 20 to 80, and then the driver rating would be 0 to 80.
I think Binky will still win the Daytona 500.
Probably not.
I mean, you won the Daytona 500, Charles, in a turd car.
Yeah, but notice that team also only has 1 top 5 since that finish.
I think Kev's on to something. Anyways.
Meanwhile, Preston Plord out wide. Contact with the 22.
Damn, Floyd's looking to get banned.
Looks like the 84 has taken it behind the wall as RJ Reynolds has caught the 68.
No problem, Lappin.
Oh
God, a lot more cars.
No, the 84 is actually back out on track now. Somewhere. There. Okay.
I think the pit crew got the real what's the stat I'm looking for? The consistency reward, too.
As RJ Reynolds hits the grass, but Kev Shearer's not going to be able to take advantage. So this is going to be the story of battle for second here because Steve Pollard's going to get a run here on Kev Shearer.
Getting that little draft.
My throat's really sore now.
And let's see if we can make the move or he's going to turn Kev.
He's going to do neither right now.
You know, we got to make sure Kev rocks or the triggered Kev 500.
Well, that's a line.
That's one way is to lose your second position. Kyle Matthews having a really good run.
Yeah. Like I said, right now, Kyle looking to try and grab just his 2nd career top 5 finish in this series.
Wow.
He literally only has 1 career top 5, and that came over a season ago. Because that top 5 finish came back in season 2.
Was it a Portland race?
I don't know. I don't know what it was. That's the thing. I don't know what the finish was. I just know he only has 1 top 5. They could actually catch Trevor Germain. I'm just curious. What is the top speed this car is getting? Because every single time we've gone to him, he's in 2nd gear only.
Well, maybe they just gave him a wrong transmission. I mean, his last lap was a 126.
Yeah.
That's blazing.
We still haven't seen him get out of 2nd gear.
You know what? Maybe they can't drive 55.
They're going 125.
He can't drive 125.
Please get out of the way for Abrahamian here, please. Blocks a guy while he's only going in 2nd gear at 100 miles an hour.
Down the... Yeah. This is really bad.
This truck is severely off the pace. They are
Just
not
in
even... Okay, wait. Well, he got the third gear. He got the third gear.
Well, just looking at the truck makes me think it's severely off the pace.
Meanwhile, Tim Randolph now is blocking Kev Shearer.
And Kev is really triggered.
And it's going to go wide as a result, but so too is Steve Pollard. Alex Perkle has grabbed fourth away from Kyle Matthews.
Steve, get your goofy feet, get your goofy ass out of the car.
And Sky Commons is starting to close in on the 52.
Kyle, man, we just jinxed him, Charles.
Did we? I don't know. Oh, no.
If he wrecks him, it'd be even better. Here we go.
Sky Commons, Kyle Matthews, battle for fifth.
Please don't turn.
Please don't.
Charles the Jinxer, we're on the white flag.
White flag for RJ Reynolds. He has a 5.5 second lead. He's got this one on cruise control. The battle right now is for second between the 57 and the 00.
I'm going to take that back. The Edmonton battle, the margin of victory was closer than this.
They also didn't have as much lap traffic interference as this race has.
Well, Steve Pollard is definitely there, and he can. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, he's gonna dump the 68. He's got to.
Oh boy, they're both gonna run wide. That's gonna open the door for Perkle.
57 held his momentum better than Kev right there. It's gonna be a throw. No, this is.
And Kyle's actually broken away from the 77. 77 ran wide on the last corner there.
Are we going to see the RJ Reynolds win the race?
I don't know. Do we want to watch this or no?
Let's see what happens. Oh boy!
I'd rather watch this. RJ Reynolds wins at Mosport. The battle for second.
Steve Pollard's gonna get it, I think. Here he comes.
Gonna be a drag race here.
Kevin's side by side.
And Pollard got it.
And nobody has one off yet.
Joshua Hyatt will claim a top 10. Baranowskis and Sam Young.
What a rebound for the 88. Could lose the points lead, but what a rebound.
Actually, where's the 7?
I see the 7. Binky somehow survived.
That thing finished.
I think the 7
was 40th.
Where's the 16?
14th.
Yeah, I think. Okay.
That's only 9 points.
Let's see. Chris Louvier racked. Cole Deaver racked. Dylan Young racked.
I think John Irvin's still the points leader.
John Irvin is still the points leader. Lord had a bad run. Hyatt was 10. Kev is.
Well, okay. Here's
24.
Right. Standings are official.
I think maybe.
So John Irvin finished 17th. Gilbert's going to gain 9 points for finishing 3 spots ahead.
I think Kev's going to take the points lead.
Kev's got a shot. Kev has a shot. Final gap, margin of victory, 7.6 seconds for RJ Reynolds. As he claims his second win of the season, and literally the story was better for second than it was for the lead. I show you the bottom of this, and then I have not forgotten we are going to show the wrecks and show what happened here, as we can recall who wrecked when. So, with that, not done yet. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the incidents from the race.
All right.
So here's what happened to Sabrina Rogers, and it starts with the 32 of Delon Abrahamian and the 19 of Dylan Young. Now farther up is where the incident between the with the 5 happened. We'll have to take a look at that. But there you see Dylan Young turns to 32, and then for Sabrina Rogers, just wrong place, wrong time, sends the Mopar Dodge off into the gravel and into the tire barriers for truck number 1, and that would be the end of her day.
This was a rough race for the Mopar guys.
And then for Chris Wilson,
Oh,
he's going to get turned off the front bumper of Jonathan Zorline in the 98.
Zorling just got impatient right there, and it's not like the only indictment. I would say that's some cool air right there.
And Zorline and Gardner actually went off wide a little bit. So that would explain where Gardner's issues were and why he was on pit lane, because then he couldn't avoid pit lane. So struggles there for him. I'm willing to bet if we find the 0, we'll figure out why he was sent wide.
He was wiggling.
I'm willing to bet is because he's on the grass here, because we saw this happen later on. Yep.
He just went wide.
He got kind of sent wide, and then...
Whoa!
Yeah. So that was an interesting moment there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. Second in points coming in was Amanda Shelley, and she had this happen to her. Battle with Jessica Shelton here inside the top 10. Just misjudged her or spotted her, cleared her while she wasn't clear or something.
Very poor decision. She could have came out with the points lead. Instead, she got some cool air.
Yeah, and to be fair, looks like the truck just kind of got a little bit sideways. And she cut right in front of Jessica Shelton, and unfortunately Shelton not able to really give a whole lot of room there at this point in the race. So, a heavy impact. Well, when you drive a truck like this, you're bound to run out of talent every once in a while, and that's exactly what happened to Card Pollard here.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it happened to Trevor Germain there too, and then even Zach Flickinger. It's just time. Wow. Card Pollard literally ran out of it to the point of he actually DNF'd because of it.
And I gotta fold my cards again.
One of the few instances of the day that would not put someone out of the race, but Tim Randolph on the same corner that Card Pollard went off the lap prior would also go off and spin out.
Yeah, but just gonna go a little too wide here. This is one of the corners of depth, so he just goes in there and just hits that unforgiving tire grip. What survives it?
Ironically enough, that truck being sponsored by Canadian Tire.
Well, it was not. It needed some Canadian tires after that wreck.
Yeah, if you look at the hood there, Canadian Tire on that truck. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next incident then. And we saw this one live, but here's another look at Max Anderson's... Do we have any better camera angles? Let's see. Max Anderson going through the last corner, and he would find that same wall as well.
Ooh, 87 got a piece of it right there.
And there's what happened with the 87 that you caught or thought was so spectacular.
Yes.
Not a good day for the SS racing cars because they both found that same wall.
Yeah.
Either way, let's go ahead and take a look at the next wreck. And here's what happened with Cole Deaver, William Brock. You see contact there actually before the corner. And then they just kind of kept going here through the corner and ended up going off. And then obviously you had the pit road incident as well with the 92, which was peculiar.
It was the best thing ever.
He says having already seen it, but I was trying to give it a little bit of surprise.
I didn't give it away.
Yeah, true. But yeah, Deaver and Brock go off track right there. We'll go to Cole Deaver because his truck goes back to pit lane first.
You know, they used that magical bus to bring to pit lane.
It's at 113. It's at 1/3 speed right now. So.
Hey Charles, is that you on the Honda sound?
Whoops. Okay, bad camera angle. So.
And then Max Anderson decides to turn into Superman.
Yeah. So you see Anderson's right there. Here's what happened to cause this, as James Shelley, the all-time winningest driver in the series, was trying to pass Max Anderson. Going to make a little bit of contact here off the final turn, and sends him down into pit lane, and really poor timing on the teleport here.
I don't even think he teleports until he hits the back of him.
He had just been getting teleported and literally at that moment made contact right where the 18 was going to teleport to.
Are we gonna get the money to fix that wall, Charles?
I don't know. That's
Let's
the
ask Trump.
I different country. Anyway,
Oh
let's go
yeah.
and take a look at the next wreck. And
Well,
Jack James would be the next unfortunate soul to go off on this corner right here. This time thinking he was clear of Elijah Gilbert, but Gilbert was not giving any room there, and actually was not clear by any stretch of the imagination.
try to run her into the dirt, and the 16 wasn't having it. And then,
Well, hold on, he's got to hit the wall first. But yeah, so
yeah,
then Jack James gonna go ahead and pit there for the damage. And as he was coming in, Trevor Germain was gonna try and pit, and you see the 06 there, gonna make contact with the 13, right into the pit wall for Trevor Germain, and that is why
four tires, Jermaine. Oh shoot, there's the 13. Back it down. Oh crap, you idiot! You hit the back of the 13. Tail end of the field.
we're not even under caution though. That's the thing. And then Jack James obviously having the issues trying to pit. So that let's go ahead and take a look at the next wreck. Chris Louvier would be the next one to have problems with the final corner. This was the same lap that the Jack James incident happened.
Just got a little wide trying to make that pass right there. Held too much speed, and then this into the unforgetting tire barrier.
Yeah, that tire wall just definitely unforgiving. Actually, man, it looked like the truck had gone airborne.
Back there.
Oh, there's where you got your damage. Okay. That's where the 01 got their damage. That would put them out of the race.
And somehow the 06 was able to outrun this car.
And pass you in the grass.
Yes, that was the grass that actually was a pass in the grass.
Yeah, because you guys were all in the same lap. Coming into the final set of corners, James Shelley would find another victim, this time turning the number 98 of Jonathan Zorline. I don't actually think this one we saw. I don't think we were actually here for this one, so this is a new one for us to have been able to see. But yeah, it turns him off, and James Shelley even goes for a ride as well. Heavy impact there, and that would be the end to James Shelley's race.
That's a hard hit.
Actually does it, I believe, for the retirees for the race, so there is at least one more incident, though, that we'll want to take a look at, or at least possible problem. And that will do it. The one thing that we were wanting to look at ended up just being mechanical failure, and that's why the issue happened. RJ Reynolds, congrats on your second win of the season. Believe we went through the top 10 there. Steve Pollard, Kev Shearer, Perkle, Matthews, Commons, Almarego, Sackos, Shelley, Hyatt. Kyle with his second career top 5 finish, though. How about that one? That's a good one.
And we didn't jinx him.
Yeah, right? Trying to look, just make sure of one other thing that I'm looking for. Basically looking for anyone with first top 10 of the year, maybe. Not seeing it. Okay, so we're good. Steven, your final thoughts?
It was a good race. We saw a lot of action throughout the field. I expect the Cup race to be the same. It was really good. Even though Reynolds put away, we had good battles, some wrecks, and some entertainment. It is 2:15 in the morning. I'm going to bed. And then I will be back for Mosport in the morning. And hopefully we're going to have the same old good old Rexton Pit Road. I mean, a lot of good side-by-side racing.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for watching. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't today for more racing action as well as gaming related videos. Like thanks Steven for joining me. Going Fan 291, and I'll see you next time.
See ya.